Hello folks, well it's Christmas Day, so happy Christmas. In Tango Towers Chapel, going to play some Christmas carols on the organ, but we're going to use some vintage video cameras to do that. So this is the normal 4K camera that we will use for these kind of things, which is a Sony whatever camcorder. On my left is a rather bottom of the range sharp color camera, and it's an XC51. So that's one of our options. It has no adjustments other than white balance. I have a higher in the range sharp camera here, and this is an XC30. Color balance and a manual zoom. We've got this Hitachi camera, and what's this one? GP-8DK. So this has got a bit more on it, like white balance, and I have to get it. Oh, look at the microphone. Comes out. How thrilling. And it's got some squockets on the back. And one of my favourites here is the JVC GS1000K, which is a black and white camera. Back then, colour cameras were £379 upwards, and black and white cameras were like £159. So it's a way of getting video. Oops, it's a way of getting some videos. The first camera we're going to start off with, I've already put on, and it's this. So that's the Sony. Is it XV3000? What does it say? HVC3000P. Expensive camera at the time. Certainly looks the business, doesn't it? On a £9.99 tripod. So I'm going to start with that. Now, I don't know how we're going to record this, because I was going to use the Hitachi VT7000E, and guess what? It needs a new loading belt. So we're not going to use the Hitachi VT7000E. So we're using its tuner timer as a power supply. We're then using a Sony adapter to take it from the Sony connector to the JVC type of connector. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just point this camera at the monitor. Yes. You see how bothered I look? So that should create some interference patterns. What fun. You know what, the colour on the monitor looks better than that. So the first carol request I had was one from Royal David City. So that's what we'll do. Just going to do 3 verses. Right, so we now move over to the JVC black and white camera, the K1000 or whatever it's called. Second carol request was Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Right, so that's the black and white video cut. All this patterning is solely the way we're doing this. Nothing to do with the quality of the camera. And there are screen burns on this monitor. So onto the Hitachi camera. Now it looks like it wants some servicing work because the purity is out. The organ is supposed to be painted green, and it's not so green on the left as it is on the right. Not that I know there's a purity correct. I don't know whether the purity is right on the monitor, but it should be. So we'll go on to something else. I'll just think of something. I don't think they're the right words. So now we're on the Sharp XC51 camera, which is the cheaper one of the two. Still see a purity error on the left, that must be the monitor. Angels from the Realms of Glory. You also have to appreciate these cameras need a lot more light than modern cameras, and you'll see that we've got a lot of light in here. It's still daylight, that's why I thought I'd get on with this, and it is annoying, isn't it, this patterning. If we're using a Vidicon camera, I don't think that would happen. Right, over to the next Sharp camera. So is this the XC30? I'll tell you when we're finished. It looks a little bit out of focus, and it's a no focus lens, so it's going to be electronic adjustment or the thing needs servicing. I've never looked at any of these cameras, and they're all 1980 vintage, 1981, as old as the 2781 CB radios. They're all a lot of money. They're all from £399 right up to about £1,350 for that Sony one. This will be the final one, and then we'll go over to this camcorder so you get a real picture for once. It came upon a midnight clear. first that was the XC30 sharp camera. So now, last one on the Sony 4K camcorder. The sound has been from this camera throughout. It's all something to play with in the future, because I'm sure some of you are interested in vintage video equipment as well as vintage two-way radio. I've played for 28 services this December. So I think the word for that is to be absolutely knackered. So then to come in here and do that, that's what you get. So hope you found that interesting and silly. That's what it's all about. Bit of fun. Have a happy Christmas. Thanks for watching. We've got a Harrier CBX to service tomorrow.